Fall is here. Well, kinda. 1 minute it's 75 degrees and sunny out, and then the next day it feels like sweater weather. Annoying. Don't worry about it. We got some fragrances here that are perfect for that in-between season, but you gotta come back. Come back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video of Smell Good with Jenna. I'm, of course, Jenna. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're into fragrance reviews, layering combos, and just smelling like you got your life put together, you know what you got to do. Stay blessed, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. But before we actually get right into it, I want to thank you guys for rocking with me. I finally reached over 1,000 subscribers, and it means the world to me. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's truly appreciated. And now let's get right into it. So fall is here, but not exactly. Specifically here in New York, we have 12 seasons. We call it either second summer or false fall, but it for sure isn't fall. So I decided, I think this is the third time I'm doing this type of video, but I don't like wearing, although I have so many new fragrances that I want to tap into, I don't like wearing anything too heavy if the season doesn't call for it. I know we rock whatever, whenever, but for me, I'm the type of person, I like to ease into it. And if it's a heavier scent, let it be for the cold and whatnot. So I have about 8 fragrances here that I think are perfect for that time of the year where even though it's fall, it still very much feels like summer, so that transitional period. So let's get right into it. First up, we have from Tom Ford, Café Rose. I think this is a severely underrated fragrance just because, in my opinion, I believe, since it's not in the private blend line anymore, we don't talk about it as much, but that's for another day. This is a gorgeous transitional scent. The coffee note, I love coffee fragrances. The coffee note is not here for a long time. As soon as you spray it, you get a whiff of it, then it just dries down to this beautiful earthy rose. It's not a heavy fragrance, perfect for those mornings where it might be crisp, and then as it warms up during the day, it still works perfectly. So this is definitely something that I reach for. I think I've done this video about 3 times already. This will be the 3rd time I'm doing it, and every time this is on the list. So if you haven't already, please do yourself a favor and check out Tom Ford's Café Rose. Next up, we have from Floral Street, Wild Vanilla Orchid. This is a fragrance that I've mentioned also as well in these type of videos. I actually was considering decluttering this one just because my collection is much more different from when I got this fragrance, and I just thought maybe this wasn't for me anymore, but when I smelled this, I'm like, no, this is perfect for this time of the year. We're typically used to vanillas being syrupy and gourmand. This one strips that away, and instead of it being gourmandy, it's green, it's woodsy, and I think that's perfect for this time of the year. You still get that vanilla kick, but still something where it's not so heavy that works in the heat as well. So if you haven't already, please do yourself a favor and check out Floral Street Wild Vanilla Orchid. Next up, we have from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, Gentle Fluidity Gold and also Gentle Fluidity Silver that I don't have, but I'm a big fan of. I'm mentioning these two just because this one I find a little bit on the feminine leaning side, whereas silver I find more masculine leaning, so giving you the best of both worlds. But this is actually probably my favorite fragrance from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I think this is so stunning and signature scent worthy. It's a warm vanilla, but it's soft. You have the juniper berries. I actually wore this to a friend's wedding a couple of years ago, and it was a September wedding, and it was outside. I remember the morning being warm, and then as the day went on, it got a little bit cooler out, and it was just the perfect scent for that type of setting. So this is something I would definitely continue to reach for when it's still mild out. Whereas for Gentle Fluidity Silver is completely, even though it's crazy because there's similar notes for both of them, I think maybe the same exact notes if I'm not mistaken, but it smells completely different. And that one works for those 80-degree days that we still have in the fall. That one works perfectly. It's so versatile. I also think that's very signature scent worthy too. And it's fresh. You just have clean vanilla. It's woodsy. Perfect for those hot days, you wear Gentle Fluidity Silver. So if you haven't already, check out both gold and silver of Gentle Fluidity. Next up, we have from Fragrance du Bois, Sirène. I absolutely love this fragrance. I remember the first time I smelled this, I knew I needed it immediately in my collection, but I wasn't willing to pay the retail price. So once I got it on a discount, she came home with me. This is a beautiful unisex fragrance. Yes, unisex. Although it's marketed to women, I think this works perfectly for men as well. And it just blurs the line of what we think is feminine and masculine leaning. It's a beautiful cherry fragrance, smoky, woodsy. It's not that syrupy cherry that we may be accustomed to. It's just tart and soft. And then, like I mentioned, the incense and the oud gives it that woodsy vibe and the smoky vibe to it. Just perfectly transitional from summer to fall, and even fall into when it gets cool, even colder into the fall season. So if you haven't already, please do yourself a favor and check out Fragrance du Bois Sirène. Next up, we have from BDK Gris Charnel. I call this my rain fragrance because when it rains, something about this fragrance smells incredible. I absolutely love reaching for it on those days like this. I find this super transitional. It's very cozy and comforting all throughout the fall and winter, but even during the mild part of this season, it works. You got creamy fig and sandalwood, and it's just so incredible. So if you haven't already, you're probably living under a rock, but if you haven't already, please check out BDK's Gris Charnel. Next up, I don't have a bottle of this, but it's one of my favorite fragrances for men, and this video is both for the ladies and fellas. But we have Mancera's Cédrat Boisé. I love this fragrance so much that I made my boyfriend actually buy this because it is incredible on a man. It's super versatile. So this is something, another signature scent worthy fragrance in my opinion, something that you can literally wear all year long, but you get juicy citrus, woodsy notes, leather. It's perfect. It's perfect for this time of the year. It's just made for that. When it's hot, the juicy citrus works, but then when it cools down a bit, the leather and the woodiness just is incredible. All year long, you can rock this. So fellas and ladies, but fellas, if you have not already, please do yourself a favor and pick up Mancera's Cédrat Boisé. Next up, we have from Matière Première's Radical Rose. This is actually one of my newer fragrances that I picked up. I haven't gotten the chance to, well, I'm lying. Not that I haven't had a chance to wear this, because I did sample this during the summertime during my birthday weekend. I wore it when I went to a cabin, and I'm like, oh, this is incredible. This is something that I know I'm gonna buy for the fall because it just reminds me of that transitional period. There's actually, the rose in here reminds me a lot like Tom Ford Café rose. Probably another reason why I wanted this, but this is just a beautiful, spicy, earthy rose. It's not heavy. It's just something that'll work in the heat, in my opinion, but also transition beautifully into the cooler weather. So if you haven't already, please check out Matière Première's Radical Rose. And lastly, we have from Mind Games Queenie. This is absolutely one of my favorite fragrances, one of my favorite vanillas to be specific, and it's just a gorgeous vanilla. When the first time I smelled this one, I was mesmerized, and I knew this would be my second pickup from Mind Games. This is a beautiful, crisp, cold vanilla. You have, what is it, cotton flower in here, maybe a little bit of rum and apple in here. Like, it's a green apple, right? I feel like a green apple is a little bit more crisper than a red apple that might be a little bit juicier. That's what this reminds me of. And this is beautiful in the springtime when it's still cool out. This is beautiful in the fall when it's still warm out. And again, that transitional period. Love Mind Games. If you watch my videos, you know that of me. So I'm always going to big them up. So if you haven't already, please check out Mind Games Queenie. And that is my video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what fragrances you guys are picking up during this transitional period of the fall. Let me know if you like any of my picks. Stay blessed, like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember, the best compliment one can get is that you smell so good.